Hello and welcome to another video from me, Box of Demons, and a game called The Hunter Call of the Wild. This game's been out for a while now, and one of my subscribers mentioned this may be a kind of game. It's kind of a little bit chillaxed. It's got a mix of DayZ, as in you're out in the woods on your own all the time, and there is a little bit of tactics and strategy in there. Now, I'm not one for killing animals. I believe that animals have got more right to this planet than we have. They were here before us. They'll be here after us, and they feel emotion and pain like everybody else does. So I was a little bit intrepid on whether I wanted to play a game all about killing animals. But this is just a game, and it's not something that I would ever want to do in the real world.
Ah, you made it here in one piece. Welcome to the Untamed Wild. Name's Colton Locke, but everyone calls me Doc. I'm the warden up here, and I know just about every nook and cranny of this place. I heard this is your first time in the Pacific Northwest and Lake District. Well, this here's the best hunting reserve you'll find in 100 miles. I've been hunting here my whole life, and I still don't get tired of this place. Go ahead, look around. There's a lot to discover around here. Not just the big game. Let's see what you can do. Try to find an animal track around here.
So welcome to Leighton in the Lake District. Now, this is not the Lake District in England, but because it said Lake District and it was the first part, I thought we'd have a look at this. I managed to get the game, the 2019 edition, with all the DLC for £18 from CD Keys. It's £41 on Steam, so a bit of a bargain there. Very calming, very beautiful. Seems almost a shame to want to go out and kill animals in this game. But let's have a look at the tutorial. So this is obviously our mission log on the phone here. Hunter. It's probably going to give us lots of information as we do this first section. We're probably going to end up hunting something quite simple at this stage as it gets us into it. But as you can see, the graphics are quite good, although I am running this at 4K and it doesn't look like the graphics are actually 4K. It just looks like a bigger, wider screen of 1080, if that makes sense. And I assure you I've got everything on Ultra here, barring motion blur.
Listen, did you hear that?
Yep.
Calls are really helpful when locating an animal.
I can hear something moving in the brush to the left as well. Okay, so we've got a deer in front of us.
There. Use your binoculars to get a closer look.
Are you going to tell me what the binoculars key is? 2? No. 3. Binoculars. There we go. And I presume it's mouse scroll wheel. There we go. That looks pretty well fed. I don't want to shoot it up the arse. Obviously, a headshot means clean, no pain. What we've got here, and you can use animal callers and scent and sprays to lure animals to you. Oh, there's a stag there. Surely that's going to be worth more points. Right, crouch.
Be sure to aim for its vital organs.
Headshot.
Heart and lung shots mean quicker kills.
Right, okay.
Less painful. Critical now. Take a deep breath to steady your aim.
Okay, well, I didn't need to at this range, obviously. So it looks like at the bottom right as well, I think that must be the noise meter. I'm not sure what that middle one is, unless it's visibility. And the one on the left, is that health?
Your first reserve trophy. Go ahead and harvest it.
Okay, not proud of it, but okay. Approach a down animal and press E to harvest it. Harvesting an animal will provide you with cash, XP, and ballistic reports. Modifier based on the time it took for an animal to die from your shot. Modifier based how the caliber or ammo type of your shot corresponded to the size and type of animal. Total score for the harvest. You can cycle through all shots that impacted. Right. Examine. E. I'm pressing E. Why is it saying examine track? Examine. Hang on, is it trying to examine the previous animal that was here? Because I can see tracks at the top of the screen. Have I got to have something in my hands? Why can't I? Blood splatter flesh wound. Did I actually hit the other animal behind this one? Is that what that means? Blood splatter. Examine. Harvest an animal. Well, do I need a knife? Are you going to tell me how to do this? Is there anything in the hunting log? Let's have a look. Perks, Codex, Hunter, the world, hunting log, history, harvests. Is there anything in here? There must be something in here. Harvesting, harvest. Harvest screen. Right, we've already seen that. This shows you a ballistic. So is that where I'm supposed to shoot it, just below the neck then? Why can't I... confirmed trophy. There we go.
If you want to get your bearings, there are lookout points spread out all over the reserve.
So that's where I actually hit it then, by the looks of it. Flesh, thoracic spine. And it looks like its heart was lower, just below the bottom of its rib cage is probably where I should have been aiming then. Thoracic distance 24 meters. Weapon score 35. So I should have been aiming down at the bottom then. Right, so that's our first one. And there are lots of tracks here. I need to go back and have a look at the footage and see, did I actually shoot?
There's no shortage of ways to earn money as a hunter. No shortage of ways to spend it either.
Do we actually hit the animal behind? Here's not. Right, we need to visit a lookout point. Lookout point this one. We can see it up on the hill there. It definitely doesn't feel like this is in 4K. Very strange. I know the FOV, I've pushed it up a little bit. So there is a slight little bit of fisheye there. But that shouldn't affect the actual resolution or the quality of the graphics here. There is a winter map as well I saw in some of the DLC that just looked really good. Really good, so we'll be having a look at that as well. I am going to be taking my time with this game and trying to learn a few things in here. Do let me know in the comments box below whether you'd like me to play another game of this and continue, not almost, well, kind of like a series. Maybe we can learn together and maybe there'll be certain types we can go out hunting and I can give those each one a name, like black bear hunting or duck shooting or whatever, things like that. Do let me know in the comments box if you'd like me to do some more. I'm going to be playing it quite slow.
There are times when you'll want to be moving fast out here, but not when on a hunt. The animals will hear you coming a mile away.
I'd like to have a bit of strategy. Hang on, is that a bear? What is that? That's a black bear, and I think it's seen me.
Stay low when you're stuck in an animal to avoid being seen.
Right, prone, Z. Seems a little bit too soon. I know this is the tutorial area, but this does seem very soon in order for me to be finding black bears already. Let's see if we can get a headshot. Wait for him to come back up again. Is he going to come back up? He's definitely... Well, that was a headshot all day, surely.
That's a hit. Follow the blood trail to find it. Shouldn't have gone far.
Right. Right, let's head on up there then. Yes, there is snow, there is rain, there is weather, there is time of day at night, there's fog. There's all sorts in this game, and you can get the base game for around £18 on Steam. 41 for the 2019 edition, but as I say, if you shop around elsewhere, like CD Keys or PC Keys, I think it was one of those two, you can get all the DLC as well, including a quad bike, backpacks, tents, all sorts in this game. There is multiplayer in here as well, so you can go off hunting together. Of course, you're going to have to think then about scent and maybe a little bit more tactics. You could probably, you know, one of you could go to the south, you could flank, things like that. One of you could use the calls to attract it. So there is some bear poo there. Droppings, bear droppings, black bear. Now it's injured, so there's no blood. What was that? Is that the... Oh, shit. Shit. Where's the gun? Gun. What key was it? What key was it? 2, was it? One. Shit. Shit. I think I missed. Oh my god, it's going to charge at me. You can see my health's gone down at the bottom right. There is blood there. I don't know whether we should be taking a black bear on at this stage in the game, as we're only...
Be careful when hunting black bear. Not only are they unpredictable, but they also make very little sound and leave few tracks. You can sneak up on one without realizing it. Okay. Fortunately, they'll probably notice you before you them, and will keep their distance.
Right, we're going to be heading up to that tower there. Reminds me a little bit of Firewatch. Yeah, the forest actually looks quite good. You can see the vegetation moves as I move, and it leaves a trail behind me. Let's see if we can see the black bear from anywhere. I'm not actually going to go off hunting it at this stage. And what I might do, knowing me, knowing you, knowing me, I may turn the majority of the markers off and play this a little bit more like hardcore. Hardcore mode, I think, would be more of interest to me. So all the stuff down at the bottom, I shall have a look in another video if I do one. Let's have a look what else have we got here. That's going to be bait, isn't it? That's going to be... I don't know if that's marking my scent like an animal upwind, or whether it's to stop the scent from going downwind. Again, we'll find out all these things as we get in. You can see I'm leaving a trail behind in the grass there. Let's run up here. Quite relaxing for the type of game it actually is. Across the rail track there, and hopefully that black bear's not going to come out. We are quite open here, so we should be able to see it and hear it if it decides Yogi wants to come out for some pick-a-knicker baskets. Vocalization warning call. So there's a black bear warning. Now, is that warning other bears, or is it warning me? Again, these are all things that we're going to have to learn in this game.
Underbrush can be a bit noisy this time of year. If an animal hears you approaching, you better believe it'll turn tail and run. Or worse.
There is ever so slight feeling mixed in here of Escape from Tarkov and DayZ. Just a smidgen of it, and there is a little bit of another game. I don't know whether it's Armour I'm thinking of. I can't quite put my finger on what I'm thinking, but there's a flavour of another game in here as well. Let me know in the comments box below if you are getting a vibe for any particular game. Lookout points can be found throughout the reserve. Visiting them and using E on the information board will remove surrounding darkened areas on your map and reveal points of interest. Is it M for map? Certainly is. So there we go. Let's just zoom out a little bit. So it looks like we're quite here in the wetlands. Well, it won't be the wetlands, will it? It'll be the Lake District, hence being it Leighton Lake. So I would imagine there'll be quite a bit of hunting to do for wildfowl and things like that down near the lakes. Here we are, Firewatch. Let's get ourselves up into the tower and see if there's anything up there. There is a credit system, I do know, in-game, so we can take the scope on and off. There's new equipment you can upgrade, bigger backpacks, and you can go to the outposts, certain places, to find new equipment, and also purchase money from trophies and kills and skins and things like that in-game. So let's get to the top of this tower and survey the land. But so far, it's running really quite smoothly. I'm getting around 80 to 90 frames a second at 4K here in ultra wide. It just doesn't feel like 4K. So we can access the entire area here, so maybe we'll be able to get up into the mountains as well. It's got that rocky mountain kind of feel to it. So before we look at that board, let's just have a look and see if there's anything in here. What I would love in this game is if you have to go off to a certain area to go hunting, maybe if the temperature dropped, a little bit like DayZ, you would have to find shelter or get to one of the outposts to survive the storms and things like that. That would be very cool. Or set up your own camp. I know there are tents in the game, but I think they're more for hunting, as in digging in and waiting for an animal. And if it gets to the point where we have to go off and hunt a certain animal and we have to wait 10, 15 minutes or so, Obviously, if I do any more videos, then I would cut some of that out. Obviously, you want to keep a little bit of the tension and the whole feeling of the game. So here's the outpost.
Would you look at that view? Never gets old, I'm telling you. From up here, you can see a lot of great hunting spots in the area. Valmont's not only where Hope set up camp, it's also famous for the railroad bridges along the old North Pacific line. Keep an eye out for them if you can in between blacktail hunting. Or, why not use them as vantage points? I once bagged a whitetail from the Runaki Bridge. Be sure to stop by one of the outposts. You can find pretty much anything you need there.
So we can put our own waypoints down. Let's put a waypoint down there. See what that question mark is. Yeah, it's got a Twin Peaks vibe. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. Twin Peaks, a little bit of Alan Wake mixed in there as well. Mission complete, getting the lay of the land. Okay, I thought that was that. So there's our marker down there. Killing me immersion a little bit, man. I think that's a little bit big. Let's have a look. Log. We need to go to an outpost. These are essentially base camps. So I thought this was one. This is a lookout tower. And it's probably going to be those little houses on the map there. I think that's what that'll be. Visit an outpost. It's not put a marker on. That might be because I've put my own waypoint down. So let's get down off this watchtower. And we'll go down and have a look at that marker. And I may have that as the end of the first video as we get down there. Because I've got no idea what's down there. Skills. We have one skill point. Weather prediction. Hardened. Directional tracking cone becomes more accurate and narrow. Okay, let's buy that. So I think it's a progression system. We're going to have to work our way over there anyway. So we can get another 2 points to upgrade that on tier 0. Right, it's starting to rain. It's nice that the rain isn't actually affecting us as we're coming down the tower here. Nice little things that add to your immersion, man. Oh, and the rain's quite nice. This game would really be amazing in virtual reality. They should support this in VR. This would be fantastic. Especially now that we have got the VR gun stock. So our marker's down there. I'm not actually sure what we're marking. But you can imagine if you wanted a chill out game. Let's say we're in an area and we're looking for a certain animal, and you just have to set up your little camp here and wait 10-15 minutes. Go in real life, go make a coffee and come back and sit and wait. I can imagine it would be quite satisfying when you actually get the kill in the end. I'd rather kill people than animals, but there you go. Peaceful. Well, there's nothing down there. Let's run down and have a look. There is an auto walk function in this game as well as an auto run. Why is it saying this is undiscovered? There's nothing here. Rain's coming down again. That would be a slight advantage, I would imagine. Wouldn't that mask the sound of you moving and your scent? I don't know. I don't know if there's as we get further in, there's going to be body temperature and heat. Things like that to consider. It'd be cool if it was. Right, we've got some tracks here, but we've also got a question mark over there. So let's go down and have a look. They're bear tracks. An active track belonging to the animal you're currently tracking. Inactive tracks belong to a new animal that you're not tracking. The default colour is cyan, and the default colour for inactive is white.
Sounds like Richard's going to need a helping hand.
Who's Richard? Richard? Almont Lake. Lookout point.
Sorry, we got this full-blown survivalist fella living out here all year round. Richard Hope. He got in a bit of trouble, it seems. I can fill you in on the details later.
Richard Hope. Oh, look, we've got a rabbit there. Give me a wabbit! Right, what's this? Left this note here for someone to find. Whoever you are, walk in peace. Go north to find the closest outpost. You can't miss the curious tombstones close by. North.
Hey,
well, I think
you're catching on quickly.
north, isn't that where we've just come from? You can see there's a beautiful fog coming in now. Kind of a mist as the sun's come out. North. Well, that is, according to the compass, that kind of is north. Right, well, that must be talking about the tower that we've actually come from. Must be. Must be that tower up there. Left this note here for somebody to find. Yes, I think it is. Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that has been part one. Nobody really watches videos that are this long. But if you'd like me to do some more on this game, do a part two, as it were, and you can follow me on my progression into the wilderness, then please do let me know. Subscribe, thumbs up, and all that good stuff. And I shall see you possibly next video coming real soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.